what you're seeing with Trump, regardless of his flaws, what you're seeing with Trump, regardless of flaws, is a massive, concentrated psyop. They've distorted who he is to the point where most people think that way. Most people think that way. They've had narratives.
What is a psyop? I keep hearing that.
Psychological operation where they've decided to distort people's perceptions of things.
Yeah, when you tell like an older liberal that like the Obama deportations were higher than the Trump deportations, they go, no, what? No. And you go, no, let me just Google deportations, Obama versus Trump, and you go, it's lower. They go, wait, what? Like, here's 19 straight articles saying that I'm right. And they go, that doesn't make sense. And you go, right. Focus on what's giving you the reality of the world.
Check this out, Jamie.
Real quick. That is definitely something that I could relate to. You know, I go back and forth with people at my job all the time when it comes down to things like this. And, you know, they call this man racist. They call him this, that, and the third because he wanted to deport the people and he wanted more secure borders. And when I say, well, you didn't have that same energy with Obama, who they nicknamed the deporter-in-chief.
Did people know it? It's overwhelmingly popular. Poll after poll after poll, Americans wanted this policy.
Which policy exactly?
Deportations. And even
mass deportations?
Absolutely. And even Hispanic Americans wanted it. A majority of Hispanic Americans wanted it as well. It's just not controversial. Everybody's trying to make this controversial. It's not controversial. A couple things. Number one, presidents always deport people. Barack Obama deported 3 million people. This is not controversial.
Yeah, actually,
and on top of that, one more issue, there's 1.3 to 1.6 million people who've already received deportation orders from a court. They've already gotten due process. That's a good place to start, not controversial.
Well, to your point about the deportations happening, one of the interesting things is, to your point, Barack Obama deported 2.9 million people in his first term, another 1.9 in his second term. But look at the Trump and Biden numbers. They're almost identical.
You was believing that all of those kids that was in the cages or those kids that was getting separated from their parents were just Trump. And really, the video that it was showing in the media and on the news was from the Obama administration. But they manipulated you because you decided not to go and do your own research and just simply look into this yourself. You just decided that, hey, I'm just going to trust this person on face value and believe that Trump is bad man.
Go to that Hillary Clinton thing that I texted you today.
JMO.
This one is wild. This is Hillary Clinton in like 2008. And Hillary Clinton saying some wild MAGA type shit about.
Oh, she used to say the wildest shit.
Wildest shit about illegal immigrants.
Wasn't she?
Hold on. Go.
What?
Go back from the beginning. Do it from the beginning.
That's the beginning.
It's okay. Do it from the beginning. But want to hear it.
I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone. If they...
She's a Republican.
If they've been working and are law-abiding, we should say, here are the conditions for you staying. You have to pay a stiff fine because you came here illegally. You have to pay back taxes. And you have to try to learn English.
Oh,
and you have to wait in line.
Anyone
You
else
have to wait in line. You have to wait in line. And everybody's cheering.
So,
2008. Hillary Clinton was more MAGA than Trump.
She's always been a Republican.
But how about that?
Wow.
More MAGA than Trump.
And then
it's
you couldn't believe that if you watched the news.
illusion. It's all a fucking illusion.
It's all the illusion. That's what I keep saying, bro. It's like, oh my gosh, bro. It's like, bro, these people was literally saying the same thing that Trump is saying now or has been saying in his campaign. And now everybody is up in arms and mad about the same thing that your favorite politicians or these people that came out and was trotted out during the Kamala Harris campaign that was telling you, vote for her. These people literally said the same thing that Trump was saying and now is bashing them. And then guess what? They got you, or not you, because I don't know who you are. They got majority of a lot of these Democrats bashing Trump too, saying he's racist just because he's saying, hey, they not sending their best people, they sending their worst people, they sending their R words, they killers and M words, murderers. So in my head, I'm like, yo, it's all an illusion. Because if you really believed in these values back then, what has changed? Look, we have. I got the proof right here. Obama saying the same thing. It wasn't only Hillary. It was the whole Democratic Party.
What's going to happen is you are going to pay a significant fine. You are going to learn English. You are going to go to the back of the line so that you don't get ahead of somebody who was in Mexico City applying illegally. But after you've done these things over a certain period of time, you can earn your citizenship. So that it's not something that is guaranteed or automatic. You've got to earn it, but over time, you give people an opportunity. Now, it only works though if you do all the pieces. I think the American people, they appreciate and believe in immigration, but they can't have a situation where you just have 500,000 people pouring over the border without any kind of mechanism to control it. So we've got to deal with that at the same time as we deal in a humane fashion with folks who have put down roots here, have become our neighbors, have become our friends. They may have children who are U.S. citizens. That's the kind of comprehensive approach that we have to take. All right?
Now, this is the same Obama. The same Obama that said, I think it's because she's a woman. You don't support, you don't want to support Kamala, I think she's a woman. Came wagging his finger at us, talking down on us, shaming us. This is the same, or is it the same Obama? I have no idea. Because if this was one of the reasons why I said, hey, I don't want to support Kamala Harris because XYZ, the same things that you just explained in this video, then what would be the reason you come and wag your finger in our face and shame us as black men? Why? What changed? And I want to ask the viewers, especially the Democrats or the people who resonate with Democrats, whatever you are, what has changed? Because back then, you was in support of it. Now, you switched up. What changed? Because this was the issue then. It chilled out under Trump administration. It became an issue again under the Biden and Kamala Harris administration. And now he's saying he's going to clean it up. So what changed? Ain't nothing changed. And that wasn't his only time saying that.
We are a generous and welcoming people here in the United States, but those who enter the country illegally and those who employ them disrespect the rule of law, and they are showing disregard for those who are following the law. We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked, and circumventing the line of people who are waiting patiently, diligently, and lawfully to become immigrants in this country.
Guess what? And he wasn't the only one who said it. We have Bill Clinton himself saying the same thing, man. So somebody gonna have to explain to me what changed.
Not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
So I guess everybody in there that just gave this man a standing ovation is racist, because literally that's what they was calling, you know, everybody that was in support of deporting all of these illegal immigrants that was coming into the country. literally. And we have more of the same right here. Bill Clinton says, "We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of law. We need to stop immigrants from coming here illegally and deport illegal immigrants already." That was 1995. Now, 2016, we got Trump saying we are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of law. We need to stop immigrants from coming into the nation and deport them already. And well, guess what? This man got a standing ovation. This man got called racist. So can somebody please come to the front of the congregation and tell me what changed? We need to talk to Democrats. We need to have a conversation because I'm just utterly confused right now because I quite can't put a hand on what changed. It literally looks the same to me. We already know Bill Bill is MAGA. You've seen what he did during the campaign season. We had Kamala Harris who wouldn't mention Lincoln Riley's name. And then you had Bill Clinton. He came on the campaign and he mentioned her name and said, "Hey, we got to have a secure border."
You had a case in Georgia not very long ago, didn't you? They made an ad about a young woman who'd been killed by an immigrant. Yeah, well, if they'd all been properly vetted, that probably wouldn't have happened. But if they're all properly vetted, and that doesn't happen, and America is not having enough babies to keep our populations up, so we need immigrants that have been vetted to do work, there wouldn't be a problem.
So we see, at least, unlike Obama, he didn't come wagging his finger at us. He actually agreed and said, "Hey, we got to have a secure border." And I can appreciate the consistency, unlike everyone else in the party. But, man, you tell me, man, what you guys think. I just thought this was really interesting. I always had these videos in my back pocket in the tuck ready for them to jump. And then when Joe Rogan came and, brung attention to this, I said, hey, why not? Why not bring it back to the forefront and talk about it? Because if anybody could tell me what changed, I think I got a couple coins for you. But I know. I'm probably going to get the BS answer like the racist answer of who's going to pick the vegetables? Who's going to clean the hotel rooms? Who's going to build my building? Like, I done seen so many memes of that coming from the left on who's going to do this, where there's majority of Hispanic workers in those fields. I think that's pretty racist if you was asking me.
Explain to me why the right is so obsessed with the border and immigrants, because I can tell you right now, I do not think about immigrants or the border as much as they do. I could care less if immigrants want to come here. I mean, if we look at it, we're all immigrants. This is Native American land, in case we forgot. But why do they care so much? Is it because it's raising costs? Actually, it's lowering costs, because who do you think does the farming for you? Who works in the fields? Who builds your homes? Who works for low wages so you can go out to your restaurant weekly? Who do you think does that?
Y'all, continue with my F Around and Find Out series. Are we like collectively like prepared for these grocery prices to go sky high as a result of this mass deportation program? Like, do people not understand that if this goes into effect, like so many industries are going to be crippled? Construction, like forget about affordable housing. There will be nobody to build them, which means with supply and demand, that means the cost of labor is going to go up and the cost of build is going to go up. So y'all can forget about that. Oh, food prices going down. Who picks the berries that you eat? Right. And so if that goes in effect, you're getting rid of like a third of the workforce in that regard. Like healthcare, like all of it. You know what's very interesting, especially if any of the Hot Cheeto Man supporters are like, senior age. You know what is really, really funny is how all of these people are going to be relying on the people that they're going to be mass deportating for like healthcare. Like when they no longer are able to wipe their own ass, like you need an immigrant to help you so you can survive until your last couple of days on this earth. And it's already expensive as hell to get a full-time aid worker to take care of somebody that's incapacitated. It's already like $10,000 a month at a nursing home. What do you think those prices are going to be now? Double, triple? Like, what are we doing? Like, this is insane. Like, honestly, all I feel like us intelligent people can do is just sit back, watch the shit show run its course, and just provide commentary and kiki to ourselves. Like, there's nothing to be done. Like, we did our part, and unfortunately, we're just guilty by association at this point. We just woke up and lived next to crazy people, and unfortunately, crazy outnumbers us, you know. But you guys, let me know in the section what y'all guys think about this whole mass deportation thing that's about to happen. Bye.
And honestly, I think Americans can do that job well. Or if we do want to go down that lane, the Hispanics that are in this country legally, how about they go apply for the job if they want it? You know, and another thing, isn't it funny how history repeats itself? When slavery was abolished, slave owners was like, but who's going to pick the cotton? Labor is going to go through the roof. Now you have these same type of people that's in defense of mass deportation saying the same exact thing with a modern twist. What really gets me, though, is the double standard. When Trump said low wages jobs that black people typically work are being taken by illegal immigrants, they called it racist. But now illegal immigrants are being deported. They want to say, wait, you're taking immigrants' jobs. So let me get this straight. It's offensive to say black jobs, but not a peep when y'all say immigrant jobs or Hispanic jobs. Oh, nah. See, now y'all picking and choosing when racism applies. Make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. Y'all picking and choosing. The double standard is crazy. But nevertheless, you tell me. Hey, you are me, I'm you, we're one of the same body. Remember, keep your head up, keep your nose clean. You say the word, you live forever. Peace.
Hello, it's your favorite president. Now that I made all our deportation dreams come true, we reclaimed every single job that was taken by illegal immigrants. And let me tell you, folks, there were so many. I call them brown jobs. Jobs we were born to do and do what Americans do best.
I carry this old guy to the bathroom about 3 times a day. I gotta go.
And now America can get back to work like it's never done before.
I used to stay home and watch Real Housewives, but now I got to work 3 shifts in a row.
I hate other people's children and their poop.
So let's get busy, America. Go do all those brown jobs you wanted so much.
Let's go, ladies. Those beds won't change themselves.
Uno, dos, tres.
And show the rest of the world what we are made of. Look at me, I'm doing a brown job too, but just for 10 minutes. Hello, it's your